The most dangerous battles are never fought on the battlefield. They're waged in silence, within the mind. Sun Tzu trained warriors to face external enemies, but the greatest enemy you'll ever face lives within. The part of you that hesitates, that doubts, that sabotages. This is the invisible war, and you must conquer it before you conquer anything else. Welcome to the Strategy Masterclass. Today we dive deep into mastering your mind, defeating inner resistance, and becoming your own commander. Sun Tzu didn't just talk about armies, he spoke to the human condition. There's a voice inside you, the one that says, sleep in, the one that whispers, you're not good enough, the one that feeds your fear, your doubt, your hesitation. That voice isn't the enemy out there, it's the enemy within. Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. But what happens when the enemy is yourself and you don't even realize it? This war is subtle. It doesn't begin with bullets or fists. It begins with a thought. The war is between the part of you that seeks purpose and the part that seeks comfort. It's discipline versus distraction, courage versus fear, action versus excuses. You have a goal. You want to start a business, change careers, get in shape. You make a plan. But then, you delay. You doubt. You get distracted. You talk yourself out of it. Sound familiar? That's the inner opponent at work. Fear dressed up as logic. Comfort disguised as caution. Your inner opponent is clever. It wears many masks. Laziness disguised as self-care. Procrastination disguised as planning. Fear disguised as logic. Perfectionism. It's not ready yet. Overthinking. What if I fail? Procrastination. I'll do it later. Imposter syndrome. Who am I to do this? Distraction. Let me scroll just a little longer. And the worst part? You often believe it, because it sounds like you, but it's not. It's the weaker version of you, fighting for control. This war isn't fought with swords. It's fought with focus, discipline, clarity. Here's your 3-part strategy to win this invisible war. 1. Expose the enemy. Give your inner resistance a name. That's not truth. That's fear talking. Once you see it, you can separate from it. 2. Respond with rituals. When the inner critic whispers, act anyway. Build daily rituals that silence doubt with discipline. Example: if I feel resistance, I do the task for 10 minutes, no matter what. 3. Create internal commands. Speak like a general, not a victim. Replace I can't with I lead. You are both soldier and commander. Train your mind to obey your mission. You don't beat your inner opponent by yelling at it. You beat it by training harder than it does, by building rituals stronger than your emotions, by showing up when your mind says quit. Here's how you fight. Awareness. Journal your thoughts. Watch the patterns. Action. Move before your mind hesitates. Discipline. Win the first battle, getting out of bed. Vision. Remind yourself why you started. Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius fought wars on battlefields, but also in his own mind. Every night he wrote in his journal, challenging his thoughts, checking his ego, and reminding himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. The real war is always internal. Win there, and you walk into the world unshakable. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your drill sergeant. Discomfort is not a sign to stop. It's a sign to sharpen your sword. Every fear you face weakens your opponent. Every hard choice you make builds your armor. Think of the greatest achievers. They didn't just beat the market. They beat self-doubt, They didn't just win the trophy. They won the inner battle of showing up when it hurt, of leading when it was hard, of believing when no one else did. This war isn't won in one day. It's won in daily skirmishes, in the tiny choices no one sees, the workouts you didn't skip, the temptations you resisted, the voice you silenced by taking one more step. The invisible war within is the greatest fight you'll ever face. But it's also the most rewarding victory, because when you conquer the enemy within, no external force can ever break you. The world bows to those who've already defeated themselves. So ask yourself today, what inner battle am I avoiding? What excuse have I made a habit? What story do I keep telling myself that's costing me growth? The opponent is real, but so is your power. Conquer your mind, and you control your future.